What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and we are continuing with the Packers rookie reviews, and we're going to take a look at Devonte Wyatt today. Now, Devonte Wyatt played kind of sparingly in 2022 in his rookie season. 224 snaps, which equated to just over 13 snaps per game, and logged just 8 pressures. Now, we went through about 8 games of his film, so we're going to kind of break that down for you guys in this video, and then really at the end discuss if a year 2 leap is possible. So off to the film room, let's look at Devonte Wyatt's rookie year. All right, guys, here we go into the film room, taking a look at Devonte Wyatt's rookie season. Again, went through a bunch of games, not all of them, but tried to get to the ones that had the most snaps for him in there. Tampa Bay was not one of them, but this was his highest graded game, so wanted to take a look at this one as well. He did pretty good here as a pass rusher. Again, he's quick off the ball. We know that. That first step explosiveness turns into power. Does a great job here splitting the two, ripping through, stays relentless as a rusher. And if he had just gotten around the guard a tick faster, might have gotten the arm up there and batted a pass down. Here's the big one that a lot of people will remember from the season against the center. I think this is Robert Hainsey, if I'm not mistaken, but the push-pull just gets off of him easily. Great power, great move with the hands as well. Right, that first step explosiveness into the contact phase when he's got a go-to move. He gets dangerous as a pass rusher, and that was a very easy rep for him to win. Washington, a little bit of a different story, but I like how well he can handle the run game when it's one-on-one. He will never be somebody who handles double teams, but he does a great job here. He's holding the line. He's not getting blown off the ball, and he's got guys ready to help him out if he can take care of his gap assignment, which he did there. Love the relentless pursuit and the hustle that Devonte Wyatt brings to the table. He does so here. Looks like he's kind of taken out of the play, but Leno didn't get enough on him. He thought he pushed him out of the play here, but great closing speed. Look at that acceleration. Look at the ability there. The tackling range shows up there on that rep. You love a player who has all of the physical traits of the quickness, the agility, and the balance and the strength. Wyatt has all of those things. Once again here, club to arm over. Didn't really work. Tries to counter inside spin, but he's going to stay on your screen here. Boom. Big time hit in pursuit. Great hustle from Devonte Wyatt. Once again, we're trying to get to initial bolt. Love the chop here. Chops the hand down. Looks like he's going to win the rep. It was a good recovery here, unfortunately. So, again, it was a good counter. It was a good move. It's just not quite quick enough after that initial swipe to get leverage. Might have been a good time to break out that spin move that he has. So, again, a decent rep there. Just didn't win it, unfortunately. Once again, in the run game, he's got eyes on the back. He knows where he's going. And the pursuit, the functional athleticism, the closing speed, right? He has all of that. He's a tremendous athlete. We know this. So here's a really good job. Great extension, if you can see it here, to sit and leverage his gap. Now, obviously questions arise here. Is his gap supposed to be here? You can see Preston setting the edge to turn guys back in. If Wyatt's supposed to be on this gap, if this is his assignment with Slayton here, perfectly fine, understandable. But if he's supposed to be outside and Walker's filling in this gap, we're not completely gap sound here. So I'm not totally sure about that. But what I do know is he's got eyes on the back. He forces the back outside, which is always a better option, especially for a guy like Robinson who's not very fast, because you have somebody like Walker with the speed to track him down, or Preston Smith when he sets a strong edge. So again, Wyatt, again, of course, with that pursuit and hustle to get down there as well. So here, great job. Two-hand swipe would have created some pressure there if Heineke doesn't get this out quick. Again, body positioning is really good. He's got the hands in tight, and he just sheds it quickly. That push-pull is dangerous when you have that kind of power that Devonte Wyatt has. Okay, so initial strike just didn't get much leverage here. Didn't really gain anything, and it's tough for him to get to the counters quick enough. But credit to him for being relentless. He almost gets to Dak Prescott's feet, ankle area there. He just has to develop quicker counters. I think he's getting to that bull rush, and it's not materializing after that. But here we are, one-on-one against the run again. And I know it's a little blurry, but he's got eyes on Pollard, understands, okay, if I can hold this and push this lineman further back, I've got help. I've got friends. I know Walker's going to fill for me. Now, Amos made a heck of a play, but it's once again the functional strength, the ability to sit with good leverage and power to hold gaps, to let your linebackers come in and replace. One more here against Dallas, against Tyler Smith. I know it's blurry again, but he's got eyes on the back. Once again, great positioning, great leverage, and he's able to get off the block with one arm and wrap him up quickly to limit the gain. More one-on-one. This time he gets a little bit blown off the ball because you're getting help from the combo here, but he recovers, he stays in his position, gets off the block, and helps wrap up Derrick Henry. It was tough to contain Derrick Henry in this game, but the Packers did a pretty good job, and a lot of that falls on a lot of these guys up front, Slayton, Clark, and especially Wyatt, who once again sits in leverage in a good spot, good hand placement, good flexion. He's got the anchor in the run game, and he sheds the block quickly and limits Derrick Henry to a very minimal gain. Now, the Eagles game wasn't his best, right? This was his lowest graded game. Landon Dickerson made things tough on him, right? He's trying to, push-pull there, get a swipe in, pulls out the inside spin, but nothing doing. That's really good protection by Dickerson. It was a struggle for him to gain pressure, at least against Dickerson at left guard. Now, how about at right guard? How about push-pull? Nope. Goes to the inside spin. Really good move there. He looks like he's going for that rip and trying to get to the outside, but a great inside spin to counter. Just have to wrap up Hurts there for a sack. And now, again, Hurts is not an easy player to sack. It's very difficult for scrambling quarterbacks, but this was just a great move. You get the guard out over his skis. Great job clearing with the hand. Just need to wrap up here. That's a tough one to swallow. Would have been an impact play. Here he's against Mailata, actually, over the tackle. And again, just doesn't really combat the run well. When he gets to a counter, you see Mailata really start just driving. That's what makes Mailata a really good tackle. And it's a tough assignment. I think this is Dillard, if I'm not mistaken. It's not Dickerson this time. But again, he tries the hesitation move, then goes to bull rush. Don't hate it, but Dillard's in really good position. And it's a struggle for Wyatt. Now, credit to him, once again, relentless and hustling to make sure that Hurts does not have an escape hatch to his left and has to throw it up. One more time against Dickerson. It's just the positioning isn't bad. It's maybe a little upright, but overall he's going to sit and hold his gap. Didn't get a lot of help from his teammates there in the tackle, but it was tough against Dickerson, who is really refined, really powerful. It's a tough ask. Defensive tackle is a hard position to play. Now, again, look at that. It's in good position once again, but Dickerson's able to hold on. Again, swipes to try and counter. This is where it is, though. Hurts is on the move. Wyatt, athleticism, closing speed, all of that. We know how he tested, why Green Bay likes great athletes. They love that stuff. He's able to chase down Hurts from behind. That's not easy to do. Okay, tight end coming over here to block and play action. Really nice dip. Look at that. Going to get the arm under here, dip and rip through, create pressure on Tua, and force a near shovel pass that almost was picked. Okay, Ezra Cleveland did a really nice job here, but this is a fearsome bull rush attempt. And when that explosion, he's there, good body positioning. He's got his hands in tight, and he drives Cleveland back. Initial stun there was really good. And again, a little late to the counter party, and he goes outside and tries to win around. That's going to be tough when guys know they can drive you to the edge and create a good inner pocket for Cousins. But we know how it is against the run. This is not an ideal position. Feet off the ground for this offensive lineman. He's driving him back. He's not getting blown off the ball. And, of course, he's got teammates there to help. He is a nightmare for teams to block one-on-one in the run game. Now, a little tackle and stunt here. Enigbari is going to come around. What I like about Wyatt here, look at that. Two-hand swipe, rip underneath, and now he's trimmed the edge and he's given himself a path to Cousins. Would have been a half sack for each of them if he had just gotten there a second sooner, but that's a really good counter against a really good emerging tackle in Darisaw. Once again here against Cleveland, but this is a run rep. He's so powerful. Gets off the block easily, frees up an arm, and they frees up both. Again, he's athletic, powerful. It's a tough ask in the run game one-on-one against Wyatt. But you got Frank Ragnow, who does it at a pretty high level. But credit to Wyatt for staying in and fighting. And obviously, again, showing off the power there to kind of shed the block a little bit later than he needed to. Okay, second to last rep here. Really like this. The sack, I think. No, it's pressure. It's pressure. So Jamal Williams, heck of a pickup in pass protection, but a really nice job. Push, pull, get underneath, get the guard out over his skis. Really good pass rush rep. It's just, unfortunately, Jamal Williams is there to clean up the mess. Here we go. Club. Swipe through, rip through. He got to some counters there. Again, was it clean? No, he tries the club first. Then he tries the swipe and he rips underneath. And there's where he gets it done. And he's good to close. He's good, flexible. He can change direction. Nearly forces the fumble there. We'll call it a strip sack. Would have been a game-changing play if that had been a fumble and the Packers recover. Really liked that from him. Last one. This is pretty good positioning. You see his hands inside. Guard's arms are outside. And he's driving him back. Like if Goff wasn't a great quick game passer and this wasn't dialed up, you're getting pressure here, and you're probably driving this guy back into Goff. So I thought he did a really nice job there. So Devonte Wyatt, is a year 2 breakout possible? Of course it is. I think you see all of the physical attributes that make him a dangerous pass rusher and run defender one-on-one when he's able to flank somebody like Clark playing nose tackle or like Slayton playing nose tackle. So he has that option. I'm sure Green Bay is going to give him opportunities, and he's going to get opportunities one-on-one in the run game and as a pass rusher. He just has to start delivering more and more. Now, he didn't get a lot of snaps last year. I'm sure that's going to be upticked a ton in 2023, and he's going to have that opportunity. Now, he hasn't graded well in the preseason. It hasn't been good so far. But maybe when the regular season, the lights come on, we'll see the best of Devonte Wyatt because he's a tremendous athlete, great quicks, great agility, really powerful. He's got all the tools. He just has to put it together. Now, it's not easy for defensive tackles to really gain traction in the NFL. It took Quinnen Williams, one of the better ones we've seen in recent memory. It took him a few years to get going. So maybe Wyatt won't fully break out in year 2, but I do expect a step forward. So hope you guys enjoyed this video on Devonte Wyatt. If you did, throw a like down there, subscribe if you're new. Plenty more content coming out through the season. I'm very excited about that. Maybe we get to 1,500 subs before the Packers kick off on Sunday. We'll see if we can do that, but I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.